Whiskers, a sleek black cat with emerald eyes, perched on a stack of cookbooks, a tiny chef's hat perched jauntily on his head. His paws, usually nimble for chasing dust bunnies, carefully turned the pages of gourmet cat cuisine, his brow furrowed in concentration. Today's menu: salmon mousse with a side of sun-dried tomato pate. 3 tiny kittens, miniature versions of Whiskers, tumbled around his feet, batting at stray crumbs of yesterday's tuna casserole. Their tiny meows were a constant soundtrack to Whiskers' culinary endeavors. He meticulously measured out the salmon, his tail twitching with anticipation. The salmon mousse was a family favorite, a recipe passed down from his grandmother, a legendary cat chef who once baked a cake shaped like a giant mouse. Whiskers, despite his culinary prowess, often missed his grandmother's guidance. He remembered her gentle paws kneading dough, her purrs vibrating through the kitchen, a rhythm that filled the air with warmth and comfort. The kittens, meanwhile, were causing a miniature chaos. One, a fluffy gray ball named Ash, attempted to climb the cookbook stack, nearly sending gourmet cat cuisine tumbling to the floor. Another, a spirited ginger named Ember, was batting playfully at a whisk, sending flour puffing into the air like a miniature snowstorm. The third, a timid calico named Luna, watched from a safe distance, her big eyes wide with a mixture of fear and fascination. Whiskers sighed, his whiskers twitching. Balancing cooking with kitten care was a challenging but rewarding task. He expertly scooped the mousse into tiny ramekins, each one perfectly portioned for his growing family. He carefully arranged the tomato pate beside them, creating a miniature feast fit for a king. Or, in this case, 3 tiny kittens and 1 very accomplished cat chef. As the kittens happily devoured their meal, their tiny paws smeared with salmon mousse, Whiskers felt a deep sense of contentment. The kitchen, usually a stage for culinary creations, was now filled with the sweet sounds of happy kittens and the faint aroma of salmon. He knew, with absolute certainty, that even if his salmon mousse wasn't as perfect as his grandmother's, it was perfect for his family. He leaned against the warm stove, the cookbook still open on the counter, a contented purr rumbling in his chest. The warmth of the stove was a comforting embrace, mirroring the warmth he felt in his heart, surrounded by his beloved kittens. The day's challenges were forgotten, replaced by the simple joy of family.